Take me away to better days. Take me away, a hiding place. I got a pocket for the sun. I got a love, but I know that it's all mine. Oh, whoa. Hey guys, how's it going? It is I, the real Randy Chavez. I'm coming at you today with an Earth 2 update video. Dashy's not here, so everyone comment down below. Hello, Dashy. Come back, Dashy. We miss you, Dashy. This is going to be a little bit of a kick back to the old stuff. I actually wrote a script for this, so will there be an E2 movie? Okay, well, the developers have said that with everything going on, you actually do have enough time to make a movie. Most likely, they'll make a documentary, but if they do have a type of movie in the future, the making of this or the making of the documentary, I would totally love to play myself. I don't know, need some Australian actors. Hugh Jackman would probably play Shane. Would have to have, I don't know, everyone comment down below who you think should play who in that movie if it were to happen. Leonardo DiCaprio should play Aria Realty. Will you ever work for E2 answering questions in a professional manner? I think the closest that I would have gotten is probably just being a mod for Facebook, which I did for a day. And I'm still a mod on the users group. So there's an official Earth 2 page, and then there's a users group. Honestly, and that, pretty much doing for free. But to be honest, if they wanted to try, I don't think they could afford me, or they wouldn't want to pay me what I think I should be given. Just because I'm so busy doing other stuff, they would have to pay me a large amount of money just to be able to kind of do that. I've had some people ask me about that with PSA and Pokemon as well, and like trying to go on CNBC talking about Tesla. I was like, guys, I can't. Like, and I'm just too busy. So maybe one day when things slow down, sure. Will there be OBGYNs in E2? No. But like if that everyone dropped that Bugs Bunny meme that goes no. But there will probably be doctors. And when I say that, if anyone's ever seen Scrubs, they have that scene where they're moonlighting as doctors saying like, oh, I'll give you $20 if you're doing exams. Like, oh, I have $100,000 worth of school debt. Sure, I'll do that. So there might be doctors on there doing stuff, and again, behind closed doors, do whatever you want. Everyone, drop your best. Hey, quick, drop your pants comment down in the comments below. Those are really funny. But yeah, there'll probably be doctors like, get that mole checked out. Probably doing something like that. Will there be tradable virtual currencies or collectibles? Most likely, I have seen things pop up like, oh, you can open these virtual packs of virtual cards and you can trade them, buy them for virtual money. And I don't really understand it too much right now. I mean, obviously, I'm hip with the crypto and the Doge and the Bitcoin, mostly Bitcoin. It's really the only thing I'm investing in. But yeah, I don't see why not. That's what people are doing. I think you have that as well, virtual skins in Fortnite. All right, in archery, you have to watch an instructional video before you shoot. Will we have to do the same things here? Probably for intense games, yes. And I know a lot of you want to do some type of laser tag. So there'll also probably be a seizure warning for things like that as well. Or even raves. For all of my raver party people out there, I've been asked about moshing. And since we haven't been able to mosh in about a year now in real life in Earth 1, moshing with avatars will most likely be a thing for those concerts. Jones, you're going to have to put on Epic Concert. You have to have a Screamo version because we're going to have to do some moshing. But yeah, I feel like it's it'll get to like that will be another story. Like we can probably see ourselves in VR moshing, but how will we actually feel it when we bump into someone? So aside from waiting on Elon's Neuralink to develop so we can actually feel that, they would probably just have vibrations set on the phone or your headset that you're looking, so that when you run into somebody, it vibrates on your face. That's something like that would just be really cool. Speaking of vibrations and such, can you imagine the game Operation in VR, like Scalpel trying to excise something? Excise? Or is it extract? I forget the actual medical terminology. Excise, take something out. It's something with an ect. Oh yeah, having something ectomy when you take something out would be pretty cool. I know a bunch of people would like to play doctor and do some really surgical stuff in VR. The Nintendo Wii actually did have something similar called Trauma Center New Blood. Basically, it simulated suturing wounds and cutting. And no, not that type of cutting. Everyone drop your favorite emo song down and below and press F in the chats for those of us that will never see MCR in concert. I'm still salty about that. COVID.
But cutting someone open for surgery in the game would be such a cool thing to see for those of us that are really into seeing how the body works. Another thing that might help with science classes in the future, back when we were younger, might be showing our age with this one, when we had to dissect frogs in class. Unsure if they still have kids do that now. There's probably some animal cruelty laws floating about, or kids needing a safe space because they were traumatized by that. Either way, there should be no problems with dissecting a virtual animal for education. If anybody's seen the Bodies exhibit in New York, it could be a very cool way of learning about the inner workings of ourselves. Um, will there be snow on the ground? Will there be snow on the ground in all buildings as well as from people tracking it in? Because that would really mess with my OCD. Okay, it's a great question. Unsure if the developers would put that in, like have snow on the feet, have it drag in. However, the developers did say that there will be weather, so probably sandstorms in Kuwait, rain in London, and snow in Antarctica. So there will probably be times where snow is falling, and if there are buildings with no roofs, then yes, there would be snow on the ground in those buildings. And I know what you're saying. Why would you make a building with no roof? First of all, how dare you? Second off, there was a hotel in Maui in Hawaii that had something similar, that had no roof and it had swans walking around everywhere. So, opposite of that, on the other end of the spectrum, wouldn't it be cool to have a building with snow in it, with wildlife everywhere? Imagine sipping a coffee, playing some darts, and having a family of penguins just walk by looking for rocks or eating, kind of like a safari zone. Everyone drop a comment down below if you ever saw Pebble and the Penguin movie. The main character, Hubie, is such a simp, I swear to God. But for those of you that don't know, the way that penguins pick their mate is by having a male choose a shiny or smooth rock and giving it to the female. That's pretty much what the movie's about. Speaking of picking of a mate, somebody asked, can you marry me and my wife? Now, I'm pretty sure that meant, like, can I perform the ceremony? I don't think they meant, like, hey, do you want to have a polygamous relationship? Not that there's anything wrong with that. But I have not taken the test to do so. I probably should. That's actually not the first time someone's asked me to do that. So if you want me to perform that ceremony, I'm more than happy to. Just let me know in advance so I can get the thing that says I can. Can you build a snow theater and show old movies? I heckin' love this idea. So the developers did say that they wanted to keep things pretty PG, so most likely no alcohol in the theater. But that doesn't mean we can't sip whiskey in our own rooms, like being in the snow, or even have drinks labeled daddy sodas. Either way, this is something that you should be able to do. Since you can have watch parties on YouTube, there should be no reason why we can't stream old movies as long as at least one person owns it. And I'll bite the bullet on that. Any movie that people want to see, I'll probably just stream on there and show it to everyone. I think for YouTube, though, watch party, we all have to own it. Like if we wanted to watch The Fat Man, where Mel Gibson plays Santa Claus, we would each have to individually buy the movie and then we could watch together. But I think if I just buy a movie, like own it, and I could stream it, there should be no reason why I can't do that, especially if I'm not charging money. Drinks and other stuff we might be able to charge, sure. But yeah, I'll whatever you guys want, let me know. I'll buy it, and then we can stream it on there and watch it together. I might have that as like a weekly thing. Daily would be very, very rough. That's very, very hard. But yeah, definitely weekly. And sometimes, yeah, different days a week. But anyway, I'll let me know what you guys want me to go over next. Comment in the comments that you love Dashi and say bye-bye, Dashi. Bye, Dashi. All right, I love you guys. Goodbye. Meow, 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 meow.